Hey everyone, welcome back. So this weekend I was playing my Smolensk on the Atlantic, and as always, when you start a match, you look at the names, see what ships you have, see if there's any clans that you recognize, etc. And in this particular match, something caught my eye. The Benson on our team, the Tier 8 Benson, the destroyer, is run by Tash Eurobeat. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, Eurobeat is the North American account for Yuro, the should be super famous World of Warships content creator. I do believe his Asian account is Yuro, Y-U-R-O. And Flamu has featured him in a video on, I think, the Russian server, who has a different name. But anyway, coming back to the match here. I'm in my Smolensk, and now I'm a little bit starstruck. Not often that I run into content creators. I know a lot of them are Europe, etc. Either playing on the Russian server, Europe server, European server. Yeah, that should be better. European server. I've had a match before where I've been with Notzer, but yeah, felt kind of quite awesome to be in a match with Yuro. Now, if you're not familiar, I will link his channel in the description. His Smolensk guide is literally the guide I live by for playing my Smolensk. His Smolensk guide is also the single reason that I discovered the series Chernobyl on HBO. And it's very well known that Chernobyl, as a series, is which HBO produced to apologize for the last series of Game of Thrones. It is incredibly good. Anyway, so taking a wide swing here, and I'm keeping an eye where he's going with his Benson, and he's coming up here to see. So the idea that I have is that since that's the only destroyer on our team, he's going to have a hard time capping. Or cap C, try to dissuade people from coming in here, taking it, and then move down to B. And I see the enemy DD is already in B, capping it. So, interesting match ahead. Obviously the enemy CV is now trying to torpedo him. I do not think that's going to work, but you probably provided footage for his next torpedo beats video. Again, if you're not familiar with Yuro, a lot of his videos feature torpedoes, or what he calls torpedo beats. In other words, Eurobeat music, and he guides his ship through a mass of torpedoes. So, I'm quarter speeding here. I want him to try and spot something, and then I want to try and make its life an absolute living hell. And the first thing I spot is a Tier 8 Japayev. Japayev is a little bit fast, and even though I don't have the Worcester or Seattle's shell arcs, I'm still not leading quite enough, but I should hit him the moment he goes behind that island. I'm getting over the island. There's a couple of non-penetrations. There we go, there we go. Penetrations, fire, I can move on. He's going to damage control it, but that'll put him on cooldown. And I've got a battleship, and actually two ships here supporting. And Mr. Chapayev is keeping to push, or keeping pushing. So I'm hitting the island there, but I send some more shells his way. I look at the minimap, and there is a couple of ships pushing in, and there's the mains. I'm not sure if I can hit him behind that island. I will try. Yeah, he goes dark, and that means I'm just going to be smacking my shells into the island. So Yuro in his Benson has successfully capped C, and I think he's trying to send as many torpedoes as possible to the rest of the team huddled behind there. It's also really, really shitty about this stupid mode is we've got a storm incoming in 5 minutes. Lately I've been getting a lot of epicenter with a snowstorm in the middle as well. Well, hello there, Mr. Rune. Let us see how well you burn. Rune, very, very good ship, along with the Hindenburg. I didn't finish grinding that line. I didn't enjoy it that much. Doesn't mean it's not a good ship. So he sees the wall of skill coming in and decides to possibly pull back. Now there's an Alaska throttle juking behind that little island, and I send some shells his way. Maybe I can get a fire on him. Maybe I can dissuade him from wanting to put radar, hydro, etc. onto our one and only famous destroyer. And this is the beauty of the Smolensk. I can engage 2 targets at once every 4 seconds. The turret swings super fast. I'm slightly behind an island, so I'm not being targeted. I'm not sure if I'm being seen. I see he's gone dark. The Alaska's gone dark. Where? Ah, there we go. He's letting the fire burn. And the mains has killed the Chapayev up there by C. And I see the Benson from Mr. Yuro just moving down to B. And I've sort of positioned myself so that I can fire towards this Alaska more. The Alaska obviously is a super danger to the Benson. It's got hydro and radar, and it's got flippin' rail guns. I have 2 Alaskas, Alaska and an Alaska Black. I actually got the Alaska Black out of a container that I bought when I was looking for the Massachusetts Black. So the Massachusetts Black was, I think, call it $30 or something. And if I bought the Massachusetts Black and containers, which could give you ships, it was like $35 or $40 or whatever the amounts were. I bought them 6 months ago. Talking about a Massachusetts, there's a Massachusetts that's gone in. Okay, and I'm kind of spotted. And I set a fire on the Massachusetts. So they've detected me, but nobody is shooting at me, which is very unusual for a Smolensk. Most people I know absolutely hate the Smolensk. They want to kill it. So it's looking good for us at the moment. There's another fire. The Benson is capping B. We are 2 ships up. Massachusetts is damage controlled. He's throttle juking. So, okay, well, time to burn down an Iowa. Because the Massachusetts is just going to go behind that island. There, could get him. But I want to support. And there's Freddy that's charging in like a madman as well. While reversing myself to... And I'm keeping a good spot behind island. Mr. Alaska, now that the other 2 are beyond my reach. Okay, there we go. Fire on the Iowa. Damage is slowly ticking up. The Smolensk really is a piece of work. I don't want to swear too much in the videos. There are smaller viewers watching this. But yeah, the Smolensk is a broken ship. That should probably have never been in this game, but I'm glad, like many other broken ships, that I managed to get this one. Since you go and get the Musashi and the Missouri, and the Missouri's credit grinding potential is completely broken. Belfast is still completely broken, and they've not removed that. Okay, also my Julio Cesar is quite broken. So, okay, now I need to smoke up here. There's not a single destroyer close to us. I think it's safe to smoke up. You get another fire on that Iowa. He's slowly but surely burning down. The one thing that, if you watch the Yuro Smolensk video, and I'll link the video in the description below, like I said, is it'll warn you, do not sit in your smoke. Your smoke is a death trap. And I've seen so many Smolensk sit in their smoke in one spot, firing. I wanted to just use the smoke there until those 2 battleships disappear and get out. And suddenly, sorry, I've got a bit of a bug in my throat. We suddenly have 3 ships lost. This is not good. This is not good. C is being contested quite... I apologize. B is being contested. So our Benson is having a bit of a time there trying to secure the cap, but we are still ahead on points. 600 versus 433. And around about here, I start making a tactical error. I wanted to move three. I wanted to move three. I wanted to move through C, and then I noticed, okay, C is being capped. Last time I saw, there was only the Iowa and the Massachusetts. The Iowa was being burnt down. So what is here? Oh shit! There's a Roma, beer can ship. And in my effort to launch the torpedoes to him, I managed to get past the island. Almost crashed into the island. Let's see. So I'm getting resets on him, even if it's just shell, all shatters, non-penetrations. It's resets, so he's unable to set C. He's gone dark, but I kind of know where he is. I can see everybody else's shell hits. And the beauty of the Smolensk is, with the amount of shells that you can send out, it's like just throwing shit against the wall and seeing what sticks. Oh crap. And the Massachusetts I thought was going to go around. Hey, 2 torpedo hits, 2 floods on the Roma and 2 resets. And the Massachusetts is the last thing that I wanted to see. So he disables my torpedo tubes. And there's Nizuma as well. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, widespread of torpedoes. This is panic time. Massachusetts has amazing secondaries. That thing can tear me apart. Its HE is also devastating. Okay. Our mains managed to get him. The Izumo is now turning wildly, giving everything else broadside. We've just lost another 2 ships. This is not good. We secured B, but now C is being contested. And we're suddenly a few ships down. I see Yuro beat, and his Benson has come up here to come and help and support. I've not found myself in a very, very shitty situation. And this was a bad play by my I wouldn't say by my standards. It's just a bad move I made. I shouldn't have moved this far in. I should have been a little bit more map aware. And I'm getting absolutely and utterly annihilated. The other thing that also annoyed me is the fact that I'm so close to everything else. There's the Alaska. I'm being radared by him. There is no chance. My torpedoes haven't reloaded. I can't get out of there. I literally cannot get out of there. He's too close to me. He'll spot me. I think I've got 11-2 concealment. I'm dead. Shit. Alright. Bad play on my side. Bad move. It happens. We've all made that mistakes. What I can say, 140,000, we'll call it 139,455,000 damage. That's not bad. For Smolensk with a health pool of, what, 32,000 or something like that. So, now I want to watch the Benson, Mr. Yuro beat here, and see how he plays. I'm not a destroyer player. Everybody that watches this channel, the 19 of you that have subscribed to the channel, thank you for that, by the way. What the fuck? Seattle Rams are Lexington. It's a bit of a waste, and we're suddenly 3 down. They've taken B. They are now contesting C. There's obviously the Alaska, the Roma. Eurobeat in his Benson is trying to do his utmost here. Now, I don't know the strengths and the weaknesses of the Benson. I'm not a destroyer player. My feelings towards destroyers are quite well known. Although I must say I am enjoying playing the Jervis. I might actually go through to tier 8 with the Jervis, the tier 7 British one. Then I've also finished the Pan-Asian campaign to get that Pan-Asian captain. And what am I saying? The Pan-Asian, the Pan-European captain. My apologies. It's very in the morning that I'm doing this voiceover. I haven't had my first coffee. So let's rephrase that. I've done the Pan-European campaign. I've got the Pan-European captain. He's kind of useless on my Friesland, which I never play anyway. So I might start going for those destroyers as well, unless there's ships coming up in the future with it. Because you see, Yuro here is trying to throttle Duke a little bit to get that Iowa burnt down, to keep the points stacking. We are still ahead on points, but they've now got points ticking for B. We've got points ticking for A. And it's a Benson and I think the main's remaining. So, hard time ahead. The Roma comes in, but the Roma is obviously a fairly good player. He knows he's going to get torpedoed. Oh, it was a Monarch. Okay, so the Chicago finishes on Monarch, so Eurobeat got that sickening feeling, or that message that says, you are the team's last hope. It's always fun. So the Roma beached himself. He knew he was going to get torpedoed. If he can pull this off, he'll give Solar Warrior. And oops, he gets utterly rushed by Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico kills him. He kills the Puerto Rico. Let's see. Battle is done. It's a defeat, even though we were ahead. I was fourth. I'll take that. He was obviously first, so I compliment him. He plays well. I was fourth. I'm okay with that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, and we'll speak soon. Take care. Cheers.